Okay, football season is back, and I am playing my guilty pleasure front office football 9 new platform for that, and I've had a little stream going on that. You can see those episodes if you want. That's been my guilty pleasure for a long time during football season. I play it as a GM. I don't call the plays, manage the games. Designate starters. I just draft players, draft or get coordinators, and let them run. And I kind of leave it on in the background. I actually had 10,000 hours in front office football 8, so I'm really enjoying diving back into front office football 9. And then I just kind of on a whim typed in football, and there's a new game that Football Legacy Manager and I say new, it may have a rich storied history that I'm unaware of, but it's new to me and it's designed for the GM role. And I thought, what the heck? Let's give that a chance too. I mean, I'd hate to be, too late to the party. So we're going to start a new career here. I've never played this before, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I thought I'd record it and we'll see what we think. I hope. Yeah, expansion draft. That's how I like to start. I like to pick my players because I'm playing GM mode. With a fantasy draft. I wonder what the difference between an expansion draft and a fantasy draft is. Huh. That makes me think this may not be an English origin game. Try to win with every teams. I don't care. I actually love other languages and cultures. You'll see me throw in stuff once in a while. I probably speak tourist level Dutch, German, Greek, and tourist level is like barely speaking at all, but you can kind of read the signs and you can usually order like a beer at the beach. Anyway, expansion draft is my comfort zone. I'm really curious what a fantasy draft is. Boy, because that makes snake draft. Let's just start with an expansion draft. That's my comfort zone. Okay, now do I pick my team? Is that what I'm doing here? I'm an American, so by definition, I'm a Cowboys fan because they're our team. Can I? What's going on here? Advanced options, teams. Players in the. I think I'm actually going to go fantasy draft because I didn't understand what was happening there. How do I pick my team? I like the fact that I could shrink down the size because it's hard to keep track mentally of 32 teams. I mean, I know I do it in real life, but they say you can keep about 7 things in your mind at a time. So I sometimes like to play with like 8-player teams, that sort of thing. I don't know how to pick my team. Oh, that's how I pick my team. I wonder how I do in the other one. Interesting. Now, I do tend towards the NFC North as well. I'm an upper Midwest kind of guy, so we like all these teams except Detroit for obvious reasons. Color scheme always comes into play. Like Green Bay, I like Green Bay a lot. I just hate playing with a green and yellow team. Chicago, nice colors. Let's start a career. Ooh, okay, I'm just real quick and see what Minnesota looks like. I think Chicago. What is Dallas? Is just blue, right? Okay, let's go Chicago. Start a career. Okay, there's going to be a learning curve here. Fantasy draft. Keep players from removed teams. Keep players from removed teams. Right, because I didn't have to play with all these teams. Got it. Number of rounds with fantasy draft, 35. That's interesting because you obviously have more than 35 players on a team. But I always end up like drafting like the first 20 or so and then letting the computer do the rest because the players get pretty unexciting deep into the draft. Let's go 25. Okay. Set fantasy draft order. Chicago, where are you at there? Okay, 12th. I mean, obviously, you want to be number one, especially with a league starting draft, so you can get a good quarterback. This will probably put me in a... let's randomize, because this looks like it was based on a recent season, because we got a lot of challenged teams on top, we'll say, and a lot of really good teams on the bottom. So let's randomize and see where that puts Chicago. Okay, 16. That's worse. But that's fair. All right. And how do I start? Well, there's a semi-pro league. One of my employees has done some semi-pro stuff, and so I'm more interested in that than I might normally be. Roster? Okay. So I'm at a don't know where to start situation. Round 7. What? Oh, that's the... Oh, okay. Well, this is cool. Because you can really customize this. Okay. So I think there's going to be a learning curve to this, but I would much rather have a steep learning curve and a really good game. By the way, this was not a terribly expensive game. I think this is like $10 or something like that. I'll try to get the actual numbers if we keep doing this. I need to explore some of this stuff. And I'm not sure if you want to do that with me or not. Because it's a lot of reading. New draft picks are available each year. Set how many years of draft picks are available each year. Not sure I understand that. Well, I'm intrigued. So this is all just set up stuff. Let's just start a career, go with the defaults, other than the number of rounds, and see what happens. Okay, this maybe is our draft. Now, the question is it our pick? Sim2 user. That sounds like me. All right, and let's see. If I go to quarterbacks and then go by overall rating, there were probably not 16 good quarterbacks out there. P. Mahoney. Interesting. Okay. I'm distracted. I'm already planning a draft out. I don't even have a pick yet. Sim to the user. Let's see what we get. Oh. It's 27. Seems good. I wonder if he comes with that salary. Probably. So he's expensive. Potential. That looks really good. I wonder what the red means. I feel like they told us, and I'm... No, I do not want to pick him. I want to know more about him. Nope. Is that all I get to go off of? Because part of what I like about front office football is the players are all, like, unique in the sense that they have different strengths and weaknesses, right? Like, strong arm, but bad accuracy, or, great slant route, short pass kind of guy. I mean, just looking at this seems like a no-brainer. Overall 91, high potential. 27's not old for a quarterback. Let's look overall. What do we see? There's tight end. This is interesting. It says offensive line. It doesn't designate like tackle, guard, center. Seems relevant. Value. Well, I think we're going to start with a quarterback. I've been trained to do that by other games. This one, expensive. We'll see if I get in money problems. Joe Burton. Okay. Sim to user. Let's see what comes around to us. Now, that's interesting. This is a older player. All right, but I don't need two quarterbacks. Well, I might. Jets fans know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I always pick on the Jets. Probably because I'd feel bad if I picked on the Lions all the time. Ironically, the Lions are now very good. Age 52. Hopefully that's a kicker. What? What? Defensive lineman, age 52? Okay. I don't think we're drafting a 52-year-old. Overall, who is really good? We've got a tight end. We've got offensive linemen, but they're old offensive linemen. Let's check potential. Now, I wonder what the difference between 5-star silver or gray, 5-star gold, and 5-star red is. Like, gold seems better. But, here's a 23-year-old who's red versus a 23-year-old who's gold. Well, all right, 52-year-old. That is nuts. I don't like a 34-year-old, but if we can play to over 52, I don't mind him as much. Cornerback, 23. I don't hate that. I was hoping to get more like the wide receiver types down here. Wish I knew the difference between red and gold. Like, red seems bad, right? Gold seems good. 25. I wish I knew more about their skill set. I don't see a way to learn more about their skill set. Let's just, real quick, sort it by wide receiver. What do we see here? We see a bunch of appropriately aged, very good wide receivers. Maybe gray, I don't know. Maybe gray potential means they've reached their potential. No, but it feels like the stars are kind of filled in just very poorly. I feel like I want to go gold. 25. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to select ourselves a wide receiver because we got a quarterback. What else do we see here? Now, I wonder what everybody else is doing. Who are they taking? Okay, so quarterbacks, not surprising. Certain quarterbacks that might be from the Chiefs are early picks. I'm down here with my quarterback. Now, wide receivers are going pretty high. Overall, they're rated higher, 94 and 96. It does look like an emphasis. Wow, a running back. That surprises me. Number 4 overall. Not overall in a draft, but in a start your league draft. I don't think that would happen in the real world. Okay. All right. Very good. Back. So let's look at what we've got here. Overall, middle linebacker, offensive line. I don't love being a 33. Let's look potential. Ooh, we got a very young safety, tight end, cornerback. I like the cornerback idea. 23 is pretty young. I don't know what the red means. But the golds are... That's sort of surprising this quarterback is still here. You know what I'm going to do? And I don't even know if this is a good idea because I've never played this game before. I'm going to take a pretty good, not great, pretty good, high potential quarterback, either to replace my guy who's very expensive, I think he makes $29 million, or as trade bait. Because if I look at quarterbacks, who's left? Okay, 74 is actually kind of low. But the potential is pretty high. If we sort by potential, clearly the best potential, the only 5-star potential. And talking myself into this is what I'm doing. Not because that's where the facts lead me, because I want those to be the facts. I like the idea of having trade bait on the roster. So, it's 23. I think I'm leaning there. Because I think I can, we're what, 3rd round? I don't think everybody's got a quarterback yet. Bryce Yang. Okay. I almost like the near names better than actual names just because I enjoy the creativity. That's what I enjoyed about War Sim, was just the naming of stuff was so much fun. All right, sim to user. All right, I did set myself a little timer because I know I can run long on these things. What do we have now? We need to get some good players in here because we took 2 quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds, which is insane. That safety's still there, but my cornerback, I think, is... No, cornerback is still there. We're going to take the cornerback. I probably don't need to overthink this because what's going to happen is I'm going to get into the game and discover how it's actually played and be like, oh, man, I should not have picked so many quarterbacks in the first few rounds because nobody wants to trade for someone with potential who's not good yet. I could double up on the cornerbacks. All right, let's see who's really good right now. Middle linebacker, cornerback. Boy, none of this is very exciting. Linebackers and cornerbacks. Defensive line. I could use a good offensive lineman. I still like drafting potential this early. Getting a 23-year-old here. 69? What? A 69-year-old defensive lineman, folks. As a man who is approaching but has not hit his 60s, it's a little hard to imagine playing football. Okay. I mean, I hate taking an outside offensive linebacker. Oh, you say you're a football fan. Outside linebacker. Why not? Why not? We're evening things out after going a little heavy on offense. And I say heavy on offense. All I have is a quarterback and a wide receiver and another quarterback. Okay, are all the 5 stars gone? I think all the 5 stars are gone, folks. These, I think, are 0 stars. So all the 5 stars are gone. And we got 5 of them. Good on me. Draft board. I wonder, can I look at another team? Let's look at Indies, for example. Well, who cares what team? Arizona. Let's look at Arizona. Okay. So they picked 4.5 5-star individuals. Offensive line, quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line, offensive line. They went 5 offensive picks. I wonder if that's telling me a message. Atlanta, what did you do? Okay, I like my 5 stars better than their 4 and 4.5 stars. Tight end, quarterback, running back. So their majority offense as well. Let's look at Baltimore. Running back, wide receiver, running back. Wow, I thought I was doubling. They doubled up what running back. Now the cool thing, they don't have a quarterback yet. I mean, do I dare go pick another quarterback for trade? I mean, that's a pretty bold strategy given that I don't know if it works in this new game. I need to field a team that can win football games. Wow. Everybody has gone at least 50% offense. There's another one that's 5 out of 6 offense. For starters, I'm not going to get very good offensive players if they've all been taken already. Wide receiver, quarterback, tight end, running back. 2 running backs. I wonder if running backs really matter in this. Or maybe the AI is really bad. I don't know. I haven't played this game. Leave me alone. Sorry. All right. Thinking defense because I can load up on defense because everybody else is picking offense. That's a good young cornerback, 4.5 stars, very young. I think I'm going that route. I know there were better players available. I'm hoping I want to play this game for a long time, and hopefully this team is working. So I kind of want to have young, good, high potential players. Even if they don't turn out good, at least it's a fun story. All right, what do we see? Got a good linebackers. I mean, I don't have on defensive line, but the back half of my defense is looking really good. Ooh, a good young offensive lineman. That I like. Overall 70. That I don't love. But there's only 4.5 star people left, and one's a kicker. I don't have an offensive lineman, but I can get a really good, high potential outside linebacker. Okay. We've loaded up on outside linebackers, that's for sure. All right. Anyway, I did set a timer for myself just to make sure I don't run too long on this first video. I wish I had more to go on about the players. Like, that's what I love about front office football is, like, do I want a speedy, agile running back, or do I want a ground pounder, or, you know, straight up the middle kind of player? All right, so I have cornerback, 2 cornerbacks, and 2 outside linebackers. Now, defensive line would keep with my theme here, or I could actually get an offensive line, which also seems like a good idea. Gold star, I'm assuming gold star is good. Now, running backs, I like that. That's a good young, I don't know red versus gold, but a 22-year-old running back is appealing. Who's a good player. We're going to go that route. All right. Now back, let's look at that defense again. I wonder what green is. You don't see green very often. Green is rare. Rare has appeal. It's a young wide receiver. I believe I only have 1 wide receiver. So let's get a green potential. I hope green is good. I've been trained that green is good and red is bad. That's what business has done to me. Okay. Now what do we see? We see another good running back. Or safeties. We don't have a safety yet. But this is gold. And gold is good. Right? Gold has to be good, right? Ooh, middle linebacker. That's tempting. Because there's 2 middle linebackers. I'm going to take this. This is tough. I wonder what YL. Years left. Oh my word. What an incredibly relevant data point. Ooh, let's look at, let me look at Chicago. Can I see? I didn't know I had like an expiration date on my players. Show me Burton. Show me anything about Burton. Okay, well, see, this is the kind of thing where I wish I'd figured that out a long time ago. Like, these 2 guys on the surface look identical, except one has 7 years left, even though he's the same age as one with 2 years left. That's nuts. So years left is a big deal. Wow. Huh. Now I'm already thinking, do I want to start over? I think I do. Because years left, I mean, that's what that means, right? Years left? That's incredibly relevant. Okay. On the assumption that we're going to play this game for a long time, I'm going to rewind. Oh, here's what I picked. I think. And where I sit compared to, okay. All right. Cool. I want to learn a little bit more about this game before I commit to a team. This is so different than something like, you know, another good game like Slay the Spire or some, you know, Hades or something like that, where you can kind of dive in and, if you're wrong, no big deal, you know. Whereas this, I feel like I'm like making a massive commitment up front. Like, this is my, although I have trade bait, but not understanding. I mean, I guess they only gave me what? They gave me age, overall potential, YL, and salary. Like, I kind of shame on me for not figuring out what YL is early in this process. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to restart. This is a short video introduction to a new game that still has me intrigued. So I'll come back and do another video once I'm just a little bit smarter about things. Thanks for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're enjoying the sports sims, please let me know, and let me know what other sports sims are out there. I know I don't know much about baseball, so I think I'm better off in like the basketball, football, soccer realm. I just don't understand baseball. probably should try to get better. Maybe that's how you'll get better as you play a game like this. Anyway, I've digressed. Like, comment, subscribe. They all help the channel and are much appreciated. And hope you're having a good life and a good day. We'll talk to you later.